Hello. How yous? The boys are back in town. The wee guys are back. There they are. Just waiting. Just waiting to be unleashed upon whoever I deem worthy of my wrath. My sons will go there and destroy them. How yous doing? Who's here? Cthulhu, Jambus Lang, Thermoso, Spring Heel Jim, Stupid Cat, Gruffy Bears, Robot Cooper. How yous? I have never played Pikmin 2. Did you see your grand tie-dyed that shirt? My mother. She's a tie-dyer. It's fucking great. It's sweet. Looking at them in the grass, observing them. Sorry, I'm not being funny here. I need to actually close this monitor because somebody's posted about that funny game on Steam, and it's a big picture of feet in the thumbnail, and my eyes kept looking. That's not a joke. I had to turn that monitor off. I usually turn the monitor off, but I was finding myself Ben had just retweeted it, laughing. It was that one that I don't know if you saw. I'd posted it where, it was funny that the game, it's supposed to be for art because it's about realistic feet. That's feet apparently, and it's about being able to pose and everything. So the thing makes it look as if it's for art. But if you look at the tags, they've been really clever. They've got tagged as a walking simulator and a Souls-like. Souls. That's good, Pat. That's funny. Why would you tell us this? Because I don't lie. Got to tell the truth to the people. No secrets here. Sadly. Maybe there should be secrets. How yous doing? He's an honest man. That's right, Your Honour. I put it to you. There, Stina just nailed it. The box does say, "Vile wee men." It's been in plain sight the whole time, and yet yous claim that something has changed, as if you didn't know from the start. Oh, Stina, you'll love this. Hold on. Look, Stina, it's your culture. It's your country's favourite son. There he is. That's what you love. I like to tease Stina because him's the only actual thing I know about for Finland. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Good old, let me get this right. Ville Hermani Valo. Yeah. Is that him? That was him. And he's away. You're in the big telly, so it's like we're conversing. Don't know if anybody should have me on the big telly. Do you hear what I just confessed to? I'm trying to think if there's anything to talk about. I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen with these streams because we've got. Hold on, what did it work out to? We've got 3.5 weeks to get through Pikmin 2 and 3. Might be able to make it work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Andrew, alright man, how you doing? But I have never played Pikmin 2. 3 should be quicker than 2. Oh, that's interesting. The only thing I know about 2 is it's got underground dungeons or something. Underground Dungeons or something like that. What's Pikmin about? I haven't played it ever. Christina, you should have watched the fucking streams of the first game, shouldn't you? After I showed you your that t-shirt and everything. Pikmin is about, the first game is you're Captain Olimar, a wee guy, and you crash on this planet and you need to repair your ship and get home, and you've only got life support for like 30 days, so there's your in-game time limit. And you discover these wee creatures on the planet and you call them Pikmin, so they're like the wee guys with the wee leaves on their heads, and you get their help to retrieve ship parts to rebuild your ship to leave. That's Pikmin 1. I don't know the story of Pikmin 2. I think you play as a different wee guy in this one. I think you're a wee blonde dude or something. Just don't know anything about it. So, let's find out something about it. Let's effing go. I don't know why I swear, you know, because my son's here. Let's see, I need to sit back a wee bit so the sensor bar on the Wii can get man up tight. See, I fucking love getting to use the nunchuck and the Wiimote again. It's genuinely one of my favourite control schemes of all time, and I can't understand why people don't like it. I just think it's so intuitive, makes so much sense, but folks seem to hate it. There we are. Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at this thing over here. Look at these dudes. There's a hey, hold on. A Bulborb had a wee. Bulborb had a wee. What's that? You know? Okay. I had to make the screen a wee bit bigger because for some reason certain Wii games, when you play them on the Wii U, there's a green flickering line at the very bottom of the screen, so I can see it but you shouldn't be able to see it. I've made it a wee bit bigger for the folks at home. IR bar or 2 candles, how jank's your setup? Well, it's an IR bar, but it's balanced on 5 game cases. You can tell me about volume in that, obviously. The lads. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. So I booted it up just last night just so I could get the shit ready for it. Let's see what we got. Music, sound effects, D-flicker. Choose on for softer graphics, choose off for crisper graphics. On just looks like a blur. Can you see the difference? Obviously if you look at the image there you'll see a difference. That just looks so much blurrier. I don't know why that would be your choice. I like it off. We'll stick with off then. Bonuses. Opening cinematic, alright. I think it's for projector tellies. Oh, is that? Right. So... let's do this. And I'm not touching the controllers. In fact, I'm sitting them down. Hocketate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. Hocketate's your home planet. One day, as only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar. Oh, so Olimar's still in this one. Oh no. Crashing an uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocketate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Is volume okay, aye? Just it's looking quite loud. There he is, the main man. little loud, aye. Thought that. Try that. And you can let me know. Oh, I missed that bit. Is that the high Hygiene of Hocotate Fruit? It's very weird to see cutscenes like that in Pikmin. So we're fucked. That's Louis, that's who I'm thinking about. You sold my fucking ship? The work I went through to rebuild that. Wait, it's Pikmin 2 working off debt. I think we're working off debt. So we're going together. I knew there was two player elements, but I thought it was Louis and somebody else. I didn't know it was Olimar. So is that volume alright? Where it is the now I'm talking. That looks alright to me. I thought the third one was a different place. But 2 seems to be going back to well, you know, that place. Valley of Repose. Louis looking directly at us. I recognise some marks on the ground there that would house onions. Is that what Olimar sounds like? That deep. Oh. I imagine him as a squeaky wee guy. Bzz, that was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert. Danger. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. I love the way those letters appear, they're kind of shaky. Wait a moment, look. The lads, carrying on my will. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Point at the screen and press B to call them with your whistle. I know how to whistle. You just move your finger to the back and press. Also hold B to make so your whistle carry farther, remember? Hell yeah. Let's round up the lads. Just like that. My boys. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab a Pikmin. Then point at the screen and release to throw it. I know this, man. And what are these things? Right, we're gonna kill this fucker, okay? Charge. End him. Destroyed. That's my boys. I'm just trying to remember the buttons. Oh. What's that? Is that the Skyward Sword controller or something else? Oh, aye, I forgot. That's the Skyward Sword one. Attention, Captain Olimar, I have just re-established my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press minus to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Alright, let's chat with Louis. Ah! I like that. Louis, allow me to assess your situation. Condition. As per our safety protocols, are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press plus to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. Okay. So, hold on. So still got the map, that's nice. Seems more detailed than it used to be. The old map. Now we've got an onion rune there. And that must be where... Oh no, sorry, that's me. That's an onion. And that's Olimar with the ship. So Pikmin, onion, leader, and free. Oh! Okay. Hold on, let's hear this. I can hear Louis, but that does not sound like Olimar, it sounds like Blumbo. Sounds like Blumbo. Right, anyway, that's enough Blumbo and Louis. Just getting used to these again. Onion, baby. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned on Olimar's report. There you go, Louis, your firstborn. Raise him right. What's with Louis with the pop-out eyes? The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. Welcome to the world, Hamish. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can use A to throw a Pikmin and issue orders to it. Press B to call it back to you. You can disband your squad with C. Interesting. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my senses have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Don't eat my son. Our son. Imagine getting bullied by a Pikmin. Oh. Idiot. Right, let's get some more suns on the go, eh? Show up to Olimar with a shitload of suns. Couldn't think of a better word. You gotta explain this to me again. See, nowadays, if this came out nowadays, there'd be a bit at the start that would go, Louis, did you read Olimar's report? And that was you choosing whether or not you were saying, you know, I know how to play the game. The onion ejected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems repeatedly tapping A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. I know these things, man. I'm Mr. Pikmin. Come on, boys. You can't make me, mate. I saw somebody saying that in the port of Pikmin 2, see when you put a pellet into the onion, the Pikmin have to stand and watch it. You can't call them away. They stand and they watch it, and there's like a wee second, and then they come. It's just a weird thing to change. I don't know why. Oh, we're making boys. Is that everything around here? Aye. Wait for it. The Pikmin have been programmed with more admiration for the onion, I mean essentially. Right. I come with sons. That's a Duracell! Well, the Pikmin singing there! You're having a wee sing song. Aye! Oh, and this will be one of the things that get changed for the Porta 2. I saw a note about how certain branded stuff has been changed, so it'll be a generic battery. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate! I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press Z to move the cat. I know how to move the cat. You can also press left or right to zoom up and yep, all that. There he is, right there. Next to that deed fucker. That should start rotting soon. Oh, there's a wall to knock down. Of course. We're probably going to need more than 11 boys to... Oh, are we pushing this bag actually? Shit, what's the thing again? What button is it again? You know the when you kind of like group them. Shit, what button is it? That's to disband, that's to call, A is to throw. What is it again? Let's see if we can... Do we need to get it for this side maybe? Maybe they want us to try and pick up the battery first. Sorry, hold on, I'm confused here. Oh. That's a different noise. Why is Louis much slower? It's usually like dig it up, boys. It's because Louis the stupid one has things a bit more like you know, like classic cartoon shit. Dig it up. Alright, we need the rest of your brothers. So I think we're either going to push or destroy this paper bag. Why is nothing happening with that? Oh! Are we doing an old The old up and over. Oh, they go up in it and they flatten it down. Right. That's good. I was wondering what was going on there. That's pretty cool. that's cool. I like that. You appear lost. Try and shut up. If an object blocking your path won't budge when pushed, try compressing it with weight. There you go. Reunite. Oh, that looks off. I think because it was still going down as we entered the cutscene. Captain Olimar, Louis, you're reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use B to form a single group, C to take solo action, and minus to change leaders. So, if you're like whatever one you're controlling, you can also dismiss the other dude. I think. This kinda... oh, this looks weird. Doesn't that look as if something fucked up? Do we maybe need to knock that down again? That looks wrong, doesn't it? I think I might have bugged that a wee bit. I think they didn't expect you to have Olimar and that so close to the bag when you were putting it down. Right, let's switch. Blumbo. That sounds more like it. Oh wait, shit, we don't have enough yet. Sorry, lads. I'm thinking there was more of you than there are. That's right, hacker man. Right, surely there's more suns behind here. Can we throw Louis? Nah. Fuck, I can't even get all that. Alright. Oh wait, shit, we can make suns for the corpse of this poor bitch. All the way to the onion. Nothing else going on around here. Path up here to nothing. That ship's a fucking mess, man. I wonder if it'll get better as we get more dosh. I really like that it's paying off debt though, that's great. Come on lads, quicker. And we've got 16, right, this is going to make at least 4 for this dude, so we've got the 20 for moving the battery, I take it. So wait, let me test something. So C, right. Right, aye, you can take it like that, okay. I like every now and again they're doing their wee oh! Louis just did a wee jump. Oh boys, how many sons? 4 boys. Love it. Louis making weird noise. Oh! Nice, you can help out with that as well. Right, 20 lads. Here you go, boys. Here, I'll help. I wonder if it's like the Duracell. For us to give you permission to use Duracell, it's going to have to be worth a lot of, what do they call it, Pocos? Whatever the money was. We'll go and wait. Man, I really like that paper bag thing about compressing it. This is still very strange that we can just walk through this. It's fine. It's fine. It's definitely no saying Olimar when it switches back to him. Sounds like Lumbo. It says Columbo. Alright, I'll believe you. You boys are all over the place. I feel like Pikmin used to move faster than this. Maybe no. Or maybe it's because before I could put like 30 on it, because I had loads to like, you know, loads to use. Right, let's see, 100,000 pecos. Something like that. It's not bad. Courage reactor. Oh nice, we got a wee rotate bit on the screen, that's cool. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. Oh, are we going back and forward? Because of course we're no stranded here. However, to communicate with Hokuto, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Oh no, I didn't mean that! I didn't mean that! I didn't mean that! Stop pressing buttons, guys! Oh. It's fine. I'm bad for pressing buttons. During cutscenes and shit. What's that on the left? Is that meant to be a constellation? Is that a ring? Ah, oh, Pikmin constellation. Oh, there's actually a button. So you can see how many died. Oh, how they died! Oh, I'm never looking at that. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. The future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hold regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. So, does that mean that the time limit aspect's been removed? You know what I mean? Because before it was that you only had life support for 30 days. But it's not as if they've went, the loan needs paid off in 30 days, have they? Picklopedia. Oh nice, we got a wee bestiary. Dwarf red bulborb. Oh, you get wee images like this as well, that's cool. Wow, I wasn't expecting anything like this. You can throw the carrots to them. Okay. Dwarf red bulborb. Pansaurus pseudoculi, Russus breadbug family. Although initially identified as a juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family, a close relative of the vanilla breadbug. It escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptation of the red bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. They are not even related to bulborbs. Such effective adaptation and obfuscation by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. Fucking hell! That's interesting! One carrot for the road. Pellet posy. And for some reason we can throw carrots at them as well. Pellet posy, Ampulus nutrio, pelletweed family. In the stem of the pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fibre unique to half plant, half animal species, such as the Pikmin and candypot flowers. So the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallise nectar is unique to a small group of the pelletweed family, the fact that these plants reach maturity so quickly and that their pellets contain such high concentrations of the natural nutrients in the soil explains why the Pikmin and so many of the other indigenous species are so reliant on these pellets for sustenance. Sorry, I am kind of like blown away by that, how weird that is. Wait, they're worth treasure? Treasure value? Does that mean you could choose to be like, no, don't take that to the onion, take it to the ship? courage reactor. We've recovered our first treasure. Amazingly, the Pikmin remembered how to salvage it. I can't understand their adorable language and I don't know what they're thinking. Yet I'm so happy to see them when I crashed on this planet. The Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts. In my darkest hour, the Pikmin were there for me. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will, right? Who knows, man? Oh, can I no throw a carrot at the battery, no? I see how it is. Continue? Oh, right, continue here, sorry. Now I'm here to steal their planet's shit. I mean, I suppose. So, is this me choosing? Oh no, it's been night time. That was when we spoke to the chief, right? So I'm landing this area because now we should be able to make more boys and squash that other bag. And assuming there'll be some bulbobs there too. Sorry, not bulbobs technically. Oh, and there's flowers. Yes, mate. It's so good to be back. Just in Pikmin in general. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. I know this script, man. That's a strange voice for Olimar to have. "20 boys, please." Oh, look at that squad. Gang, gang, gang. Get on, boys. You as well, Louie, you're coming with. Grab these ones while your brothers get bombed. Oh. Yeah, I think I saw a... Aye. You mate, you're fucking done for. You're no even a bulborb. Cheeky wee bastard. Oh aye, there, and the bag's flattened now. Good. So was it just a wee visual bug? Was there anything up here this time? Nah, really? I'm going to go up just in case. Unless this is just fun. It's just fun, it's just a wee shoot. Oh, I've just got one more than I need it. Wait for them all to be done. Right, Louis. No, whoa, Jesus. You know what to do. I like that. I like that he helps it. Gang, gang, gang. That's what they're singing. Gang, gang, gang. Yes. Alright, mate. You have some shit like this? Where did you get that pellet? Oh, we got a big one. We'll need more suns. Gang, gang, gang. That's genuinely what they're saying. So we do still have a daytime limit, as in, like, you know, the day passes, but I feel we're maybe going to get a message for the chief in a day or two. Like, oh, they've only gave us this many days to pay off the debt. Surely. John Mayhem, alright, pal? I think if you leave them in the ground for a year, they become henge. That should be like a thing for Pikmin 4. leaving the ground for like a week. Right, 42 boys versus one sleeping bastard. Let's get a wee view here. There's a valuable thing up in the corner, but it looks like there's a wall to knock down. Are you sleeping, aye? Like a big sleep. Come on, lads. No, my boys, my sons! Get 'em! Yes! Right, pick this fucker up. You just can get that and then we'll come back for... What is that? A tin of... It's a squashed can. It's a squashed can. How many do we need? 35. Wait, can you help? Yes. Aye, there, speed that up. This is really chill so far, so I'm terrified of it ramping up and getting wild on me. I like it when it's chill. How many's that gonna get us? Nice. I wonder what, I suppose you just restart the day then. I was just thinking, like, what if you went to fight that thing and you were really shite at it and you just lost all of them? You know, and you had no way of getting any more sons. Oh shit, I totally missed that. Ah, you just restart the day. Let's, what's happening around there where Louis started? We'll get some of these here to take care of this. And then we'll go and have a look at the bit where Louis was stranded. God, they're slow, aren't they? There we go. Wait. Oh no, I put 45 on it, didn't I? I was thinking, how are 35 carrying that? I was looking at it the wrong way. Just you and me, Louis, let's hope we don't get fucking killed around here. Got a flower. And then... looks like nothing doing where he was. Wait, there's a wee shadow. That's where he fucking landed. Ah, that's good. That's good. It's a pity we can't carry these back, eh? I think we can still knock them down though, aye, we can do that. Just can't carry them. I wonder, can you use path all the way around here? Or are you just going to run into this wall? It's the shortest distance. That's it. Utter scrap. That's fair. That'll bring all the boys round and get a wee... Actually, no, you know what? We're going to forget about those flowers now. We're going to go and knock that wall down before sunset. Forget about the flowers for now. Oh shit. Come on, lads. I wonder if their following ability or pathing's better in this one. Oh, there's a wee snowman up there. Come on, boys. You're strong. You're gigantic. Is it red Pikmin that hum the Luigi's Mansion theme? Is that a thing? What the... Remember that being a thing? Nearly, boys, nearly. I see you've got an air vent there. Yes! How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is ferocious. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Right, so this is all done for the idea that I'm Louis. Press E to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them into a group with B. Press C to disband the group. Point at the screen. Yep, we know that. Press down on the hood to swarm. Aye. Sweet. Right, what is Oh, the mood changed. What? Wait, one of you go check that out, please. Oh, is that to tunnel underground? Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. I thought it was one of those, the ones that shoot you up. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Separated Pikmin will head to the onion. Approach the hole and press it. Wait, what? Separated Pikmin will head to the... Oh, so any that's not in my current group will go into the onion. Oh, that's a nice touch, so you're not leaving any... That's quite good. So what we just... I thought I was going to have to like dig it there or something, but... Wait, do we? Do we need to like dig this up? No, I just need to press a button and jump in apparently. Emergence Cave. Enter this hole with your Pikmin squad. And that looks like... Up the top I can see like fire, water, electricity, and then... Poison? I don't know. I will go in and see what's happening. Nice. So these will be the underground bits that help you get. Yes, I wish that was me in the middle of that. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalising. This is how they get you. If you wish to check underground terrain, press pause to communicate with me. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. So that's me get the fear down here now. Because I don't know what these things are. That's a bottle lid. Oh sweet, 7-Up! These bulborbs though, I don't know them. Is it a tangerine? No, leave the tangerine. No, leave them. Destroy. Right, we go there, and I take it that's to go deeper. So let's get all this stuff. How many for the tangerine? Right. Then take the bottle cap. And then the rest of you can grab these fuckers. How do we get them back up though? Oh right, just beams them straight there for the point. Ah, and there's no time limit down here. The sun on the top of the page. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Oh, right, so that's where the actual value stuff comes in for them. You change your tune when you see this big tangerine, mate. Or if you like 7-Up. Hell yeah. Quenching emblem. Right, cool. Citrus lump. Wait, I think I just heard it. I think I just heard the red one go. That was it, wasn't it? There! Maybe it's because I needed a bigger group. Is that only a thing from 2? Because I don't remember them really singing in 1. This hole appears to be quite deep. My senses indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do not recall that you can adjust the camera with Z and up, left and right on plus, correct? Or because you're in a spooky area. Or maybe it's that. Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter it. So maybe each land... That was one of them doing it. I love that. I wonder if each area you land at has just a series of sub-levels. That's right, Si. The introduction of Louis would make sense to bring the tune in, because it's Louis, it's kind of like your Luigi. That would make sense. Oh, that sounded... That music sounded kind of... Get him, boys. Oh, fuck, it's a globe, that's fine. Took me a second to recognise what that was. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design in the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Oh, I guess we're on Earth, aren't we? Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. Is this how we find out where to land? But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. So we just need more than 100 suns. Yeah, that can be done. Wait, he sees more than 100. Does it actually give me a number? 101. Of course it is. Of course it is. I like that when they actually land on it like that, they flatten it. Alright, just be careful here, guys. It can be easy to get them overwhelmed. I know, we'll leave them the new, we'll get them in the way back. Right, what's going on through here? I see some weird flowers and it's dark. Are these the flowers that change? No. Astounding, a flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be thrown into the flower. They need it. So before, the only thing flowers did was change the type of Pikmin, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm just doing this in case that there's stuff that's maybe hidden by the dark. No, and that thing's probably our way up. Let's see. Does it power them up? Oh! So it is one of the changing ones, but it's changed. They're the henge Pikmin! Aye, big sumo moves. I assumed they were like poison or something like that when I'd seen them. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair. It is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. So I don't remember these ones for 3. Are they in 3? What ones am I wearing? I've got... Ah, there he is there. It's him. Don't remember it in the 3 though. I've got the original boys, red, yellow, and blue. Got the rock Pikmin. There is a poison one down there. So, and there's the white ones with the red eyes. There's the wee ones that are almost like wee flying insects. And there's the big purple dude. Don't remember. Oh! Hold on. I didn't even notice this before. Mind, I was saying how it was weird there was a bulbor with a hang on its heat. Look, there it is there. I never noticed that before. Huh. Okay. Okay. We're learning things. Transforming Pikmin by throwing them into the flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. So, let's make... So I wonder what the equivalent is then. It's not one at a time, is it? Seems like it might be. Oh god, there's another flower there, you fucking idiot. Oh, right, the flowers only get so many uses. Oh. May as well just make as many as it will let us. Can you toss multi? No, it's not letting me unless it's doing that because they're near it. Don't know, it's confusing me a wee bit. Oh no, they did go. I must have been missing it before. I think I just wasn't aiming it right. There we go. Right. Let's see how many we got. We've got 10 purple, 45 reds. Let's lift this bucking globe. Oh, and the purple ones are slower because they're the big boys. Right, so hold on. We'll put some reds on these. Right. And let's see if these ones and the purple dudes are enough. Purple ones will be 10 Pikmin, I bet you. Something like that. Oh, look at that. They're only round one side, they don't even need to go all the way around. Legends. Can't believe that the red one's doing the wee Luigi's Mansion tune, that's great. So nice to have the fucking Wii going again and to be playing Pikmin. Aye, I'm going to assume that water jet through there's the way back up. Still not played any Luigi's Mansion since the first. See, honestly Cthulhu, in my opinion, the first is still the best one. 2 and 3 aren't terrible, but I just think they're not as good. Just not as... The art change I didn't like. Because in the first Luigi's Mansion, stuff's a wee bit more realistic looking. And then it kind of, I don't know, went kind of weird. Spherical Atlas. See, Luigi's Mansion 3, I get bumped out. I thought it was too much. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere, retrieving data. Error. I can only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographical charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit on the radar. Radar screen by pressing left. Aye, that exploration kit. I was curious about that. Now with this new data, you should explore the decoded territory, the Mora. Sweet. Something has to happen because we're at 9:50 already. The cunt's got to get himself into more debt. Let me have a look at this. Exploration kit. Ah, right. So that's what it was. So it looks like we've got a whistle, then a more powerful whistle, and then a flashlight. And then what, the 3 bodies of like a teddy bear. Got a shoe, a glove, and a detector of some kind. And then the bottom one is the bottom half of the globe. And then whatever that thing is on the right. That's cool though. That's cool. Aye, Luigi's Mansion, it was too long for me. And I didn't like... Listen to them. There was something about Dark of the Moon that I just didn't get on with. I think the other thing for me... Oh, we missed one. You know what, actually? Stop that. Let's just send purples on that. Oh, see the big impact they made as they hit? Holy shit, how many was that? So they do count as 10 each because it says there's 60 of them on it. Right, that's good to know. A purple Pikmin is 10 regular Pikmin. Aye, what were we talking about there? Aye, Luigi's Mansion. The first game as well, it was like each ghost was like its own design, its own thing, and I didn't like that for 2 on, it was like, here's generic green ones, here's generic red ones. It just... I didn't like that. The noises that Louis makes are freaking me out. Look at that, it's the guy. It's the boys. I'm doing all this to get wet, £2. Aye, buy that for £2. Oh, sorry. I'm saying about him getting into more debt soon. I was reading that as 950 left to pay off. I thought I'd get massive amounts. It's gained 950. I can't believe how fucking solid the purple ones are when I threw them. That big slam attack. You're going to educate me on this being the way home? Aye, there we go. Astounding! I like how big that is. Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Sweet. We're getting home, boys. We don't have a purple onion. Right, one, there might be a purple onion. But the funnier thing would be the purple Pikmin don't go in an onion. That at night they just batter the monsters that come out. They just stay and not fuck with them. Keep the population down. Like you just run into the ship and the purple Pikmin are all just in a line like that. Ready. In that grappling stance. Just waiting for a Bulborb to approach. Belly to belly a Bulborb. Hey! 3 out of 3. We've got the Spherical Atlas, Citrus Lamp, Quenching Emblem. We get 22 quid for killing some animals. I like that effect on the text. Kind of shimmering. Yes! The purples really do have me curious because we still only have space for 3 onions. Which would be the red, the blue and the yellow, so... You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision making, gentlemen. You must celebrate the success of your spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realise it, but you're exhausted. You should take a much needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. That's what I like to hear. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. So wait, where are these purple ones gone? Are they maybe going into the red onion? They come with us! Because we've got a fucking gem on the ship and they can do weights through the night. They came with us, that's interesting. Weird. Big money, big money. Yeah. I'm very into the purples. Shit didn't even need to launch. Ah, they were there. They could have just created a wall of purple Pikmin. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well. And don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocketate's savings and loan after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so... ha. Where's the new bit? Awakening Wood. Right, let's look at some stuff first then. Got some new data. So there's the red Bulborb, right? Pick up, bitch. It's carrot time. Red Bulborb. Oculus Kageyami russus. Grub dog family. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and cranial morphology of the grub dog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth, showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots. This creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as the spotty Bulborb, further research has reclassified this species as the red Bulborb. Some species of varied colours have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into 2 rival camps over how to handle their classification. I just realised as well, that's why they're always asleep, but the wee ones are always awake, because they're no Bulborbs. I can't even believe that fucking revelation. It's blowing my mind. We liars, man. So wait, what about the white ones? Snow Bulborb. 1 carrot. Pansarus Sudoculi frosticus. But it's breadbug family as well. Like the dwarf red Bulborb, the snow Bulborb is a member of the breadbug family that seeks to survive through imitating the appearance and behaviour of a Bulborb. Its pale coloration and blue spots make for easy identification. In particular, this organism mimics the hairy Bulborb, but it is of course unable to grow the hair that gives the hairy Bulborb its name. However, as the hairy bulborb has been known to lose its hair in certain circumstances, the snow bulborb is an effective mimic that is often mistaken for a member of the same species. Well, the fact that the bulborb doesn't attack them is kind of mental as well, so it's a successful mimic that they're doing. Aye, the violet candy pop bud. Just sounds like a strain of weed you buy for a shop. Violet candy pop bud. Flora punicis. Candy pop family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this plant has been found in, one can surmise that it could be found in any cavern regardless of geographic region. Throwing Pikmin into this flower results in the release of purple Pikmin seeds, regardless of the colour of the Pikmin thrown in. This variety of candy pop contains robustly odoriferous oils. If candy pop flowers could be cultivated, there is no doubt that the plants would offer multifaceted benefits to the cosmetic, medical and tourist industries. There, Ben, you said it exactly. They tricked us too. Very good disguise. Aye, the we're just little guys strategy. Wait, what's happening? Did I fuck it up with the carrot? It'd be good if it spat out a purple carrot. Do it, mate. Nah, they just bounce off the middle. Oh. Get the citrus lump. This fruit was dug up from the floor of an icy cavern. It appears that the fruit's thick skin protected it from the frigid cold. It's quite remarkable. The shape of the fruit eerily resembles the president's head. P.S. The labyrinthine underground entrails of this planet are like a completely different world. Utter scrap. The area we recently touched down in is blanketed with a fresh... The area we recently touched down in is blanketed with a fresh layer of frozen precipitation. As tranquil and relaxing as it is, I named it the Valley of Repose. Using Pikmin to move obstacles, I was able to open up some new areas for exploration, where I found this hunk of metal. Quenching Ember. I often brag about my inexhaustible supply of self-control, but when I peer at this treasure, I can't help but want to take a drink. The purple Pikmin was somehow able to carry this massive treasure. Today we measured their physical strength using the ship's onboard beefometer. It seems that they have 10 times the weight and physical power of any other Pikmin. When I throw them, they land with a resounding thud. I've decided to commemorate the cave I first encountered them in by naming it Emergence Cave. Beefometer. Okay, so we went there, we did the Emergence Cave. But look at the other question mark thing, so I wonder if like stuff will change, you can go back to other areas. Maybe. Wait, what was that? Above ground 2. 2 what? Treasures? Ah, wait a minute, there was a bit where we jumped underground, there was some water down near there, so if I go there with blue Pikmin again, I'd be able to get to different stuff. Cool. Let's check the Awakening Wood. So are the purple ones going to jump out the ship? Or do I need to go to the ship and choose to bring them out the way you bring them out an onion? Greetings. It should please you to know the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring of light below and press... Aye, press A to cut right, cool. Don't like those noises. Right, new place. Right, can't go there, we need blues. Let's have a wee look at the whole map, eh? So, this bit down in front of us is where the blue bit. Oh, there's a blue. Oh, we could probably go and get that then through this. You know what? It's not as big an area as it looked in the flyover. So I think if we can go to the right... Man, I wish I still had the pointer on this screen so I could... I think if we go to the centre through the right, we should be able to get to that. Hopefully. Oh. Louis, has Oliver instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures? The Pikmin form groups based on colour when disbanded with city. Grabbing Pikmin with A will also cause them to group by colour. Now for the bonus lesson. First, press and hold A to pick up a Pikmin. Then, while you hold A, press B to swap between... Oh, actually, I did forget about that. So that's handy. This is the first time you've heard this. Olimar, remember to properly train new employees. Aye, that's cool. Forgot about that. Whoa. these purple boys, by the way. Wait. What happens then if you fling purples at them? I mean, sorry, what happens if the purples just take them back to the red? So you could probably only get purples from a flower. Seems like it. That's fine. As long as I know. Oh, sorry lads. Oh shit, Louis! The furtive pygmy, eh? So easily forgotten. Let's go with it. Oh, they plants look as if they're going to swipe at me. You think so? Let's test something. Oh! What are you? Oh, it's one of the dudes! Shit. The ones that drop nectar in it. Fuck, maybe I'm near him. It's hard to hit them. Oh! Yes, mate! Drink up, lads. The Pikmin that drank the yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar. How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share this information you have with your subordinate Louis. So that's it? Everybody had a wee bit? Hey, let's test something here. Oh, they're climbing it. It's just, to me it looked as if it had like fucking, I don't know, spikes on it. I thought it was going to like swing down and twat us. Can I probably just send a couple of purples up there to deal with that? Let's see, let's send some purples over here. Oh, it drops me individual berries off it, I see. I used to take the... Oh! Oh, back to the... Ah, I thought they were going to the onion. Are these worth money? Astounding, this red berry contains an ultra spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me some more specimens. What? Right, you can have all the specimens you want, mate. Nice one, lads. So do I take that? Let's wait for him and then we can knock that wall down. What? Oh, is that enough? Captain Olimar, my research on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold, the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. What? Spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing 2. Give it a try. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left and... Hold on. So I've got 1 of those. So what's my berry count? Right, so I get 0 out of 10. So if they spray this on my Pikmin, it might make them stronger, being ultra spicy. It just sounds a bit weird. So let's see. Everybody together. Press 2. Sounded like a fart. Oh, is it speed? Because it's spicy. Astounding, the heads of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery. Lads, fuck that wall up. Big time. It's a darker wall as well, so it's the ones that usually take longer. Curious as to what this is over on the... I don't know if it's something half buried or if it's something to pick up. Oh, we might be here a while. Shit, those berries have grown back already. Alright, we might not be here that long then. I mean, what if you sprayed it on them and they just decided they were going to kill you? Oh, they don't. That's that way. So it doesn't last that long, the spicy. They've grown back already. So you can even choose to come down and just like harvest. Oh no, you can't just keep harvesting because it looks as if you can only have 10 at a time. I think maybe once you've made up. Ah yeah, you can probably sit on a load of the potions. You can only harvest 10 at a time. These are making light work of this, lads. I see a bottle cap up there. Can you see the blue nest onion? I'm curious about that thing though. On the other side, I'm scared that it's a baddie that's kind of buried in the thing a bit. I can see one there. Don't know if you can see it. Up to the top left. Come on, lads. 3, 2, 1. Blue, you should help it on. Nice one, boys. Right, let's see. What is this thing? Actually, you know what? Let me come out here. Use right here. I'll go investigate and see if it tries to attack me. It's a master. Purples, I have a mission for you. You absolutely shagged that. Nice one, lads. There's one up there. There's probably something bad behind that. How many do you want for this? means we need 20 purples. Well, no, technically no. We can still have loads of reds. What the fuck is that? Lads, get out of here. So some of these sunflowers can just do that. So I can't even trust a daft sunflower to be alright. Right, harvest me of this, please. Might as well harvest as much of this as we can. Jesus, that gave me a fright, that thing. Right, I've already got one. Oh, there's one. What? Did you grab that? There you go. That should be enough for some spicy. Aye, cool, no spicy. Okay. There's water up that end as well. Might as well have a couple of lads just sorting these out. Oh. That's right. So fucking scared of these sunflowers now though. The guys drop nectar, didn't they? Oh, speaking of nectar. Oh, wire in, boys. Wire in. Drink deep. Sweet. So, what was it again? I had a... I can take up 100 with the purples. So I just need about 100. Oh fuck, there's that cunt waking up because it's getting to night time. Oh no, he was just yawning. Ah, well you know what then? Let some regular boys get the aim. Right? No, purples. Use of a special mission. There's a strawberry. He's ready. Eviscerate that fucker. Oh, I love my purple son. I'm worried if I chuck them up there, one of those. No, I thought one. Oh shit, one wee dude carrying a strawberry like it was nothing. Oh, these guys are too powerful. They should never have given me purple Pikmin. Give your brother a horn. Speed that process up a bit. No, I thought when I chucked him up, one of them was going to turn into one of those big walking things. Oh, it's nobody dealing with lads here. Right, somebody take that. The rest of these get that. Somebody want to help them out? Speed that up a wee bit. There you go. Oh! Sorry lads. Aye, there's just water down here. You can build a bridge for that end, okay. Oh, that'll be ruined with that big sunflower thing chased us. That scared the shit out of me, that really frightened me. Is this us getting explained about only 100 Pikmin maximum mooting about? Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting, it now seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin will venture into the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? Shit. Oh, wait. No, wait. That doesn't make sense. Hurry up, lads. Olimar, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. Call all of the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal lifeforms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion and yourselves into my hull so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onions on their own at day's end, so call them all to you. Oh! I knew this. Fucking hell, I'm just getting message after message. What you calling this? Sunseed berry. Delicious. Nice! Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I'm trying to open my suns, you know, release them. I wonder if the wild Pikmin are okay then. You know what I mean? Like if they're just out on their own doing shit. Oh, let's head home, boys. I like putting them into bed, I don't like them having to run in themselves. We are all good. I wonder where the wild ones are then. Can't really see much over there. Imagine you left Louis behind, you've got to put Louis in the fucking ship. It was weird, last time it took off there was just like a bulbob there sleeping next to us. It wasn't them like running in and doing the... Ah! See, is that trying to attack the ship? It is, it's doing like a tail spiking thing. Bastard! That's it. I'm so worried about losing the purples. I wonder if they're strong, like if they can take more than regular Pikmin. How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Press left or right for a close-up view of the action. What we got? Oh, aye, they be fuckers. Female sheargrub. Sheargrub, female. Omega mandibulosa, mandibular family. The males of the species are purple and black creatures with tapered mouths. But right, I didn't realise they were the same things. Well, the females are lighter in colour and lack an armoured exoskeleton. As with most mandibulards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they have lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around in the ground and are believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from the congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Good lord. Cloaking burrow-knit. Aye, and it was doing its nose like that. The bastard. Alright, 10-8, cheers for the sub now. Well, Sprout and G, howdy chat. Everything's great. I'm really enjoying this. Cloaking burrow-knit. Trilobitans reclusiva. Burrownit family. The snake-eye pattern on this beast's shell is one of the most distinctive features of the I don't, Olimar, you know what a snake is? It's one of the most distinctive features in the Burrownit family. The red pattern of the cloaking burrownit and the spikes around its mantle make it easily identifiable while still making it a representative specimen of the burrownit family. The shell on the cloaking burrownit's back also provides a frame that fixes its muscular structure in place and appears to give the creature its powerful needle launching attack. Okay. The honey wisp. Have a carrot, lads. Have hundreds. Honey wisp, Nectarophatus. Honey wisp family. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and as the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch, no sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could simply recover a live sample, research of this species would likely proceed more smoothly. Is it just a dandelion though? Dandelion. Taraxacum officinale. Dandelion family. This perennial grows best in locations with full sun exposure. Its flowers boast countless tiny yellow petals packed together in a head. The species seems to have as many weed-like variants as petals, so more detailed research on these plants would be best left to a botanical research specialist. Horsetail. No, wrong button. Horsetail, Equestrius vindico, horsetail family. This variety of horsetail is prevalent in regions with low nutrient content in the soil. Unlike most other plants, this particular species propagates itself through the release of spores. Imagine if Olimar was just from Earth and simply gets confused by Neo-Earth's objects because they're large. That'd be pretty good, actually. It was Earth the whole time! Margaret. Margaret. Is that the thing that came out the ground? Or are you just telling me the flower? I think it's just the flower. Luminosus crocus, chrysanthemum family. This plant's delicate yellow flowers often inspire waves of nostalgia, giving a bittersweet feeling to any who gaze upon them. Okay. And we got the sunseed berry. I found this fascinating fruit while out exploring today. The skies cleared up and I felt peaceful watching the pink flower petals flutter in the wind. During this perilous expedition, it seems strange to have such soft-hearted romantic thoughts. If I told my wife about this, I'm sure I'd get laughed at. Again. She doesn't support him. She's a bad wife. Right, so today we're going through, we're going to get spicy, and we're going to try and kill that thing that came out pretending to be Margaret, I think. My plan was, when it appears, just rapid fire purple Pikmin on top of it. But I'm worried about losing my purple Pikmin and having no way to make more. Currently. Purple Pikmin almost feel like a bonus. A wee bonus that you would need to be careful about keeping, you know? It's the kind of vibe I'm getting. The flowers in the cave not respawn. I mean, aye, but it's having to go back there. Rather than just... I mean, they might not respawn, I don't know. But it's not the same as having, like, an onion. Fucking make more. Make more immediately. Louis. See, so far I know we're just like barely into this. It feels like there's a lot more things just coming out the ground to get you. Oh shit! Oh no, there's still wild Pikmin. I forgot about that. That's where I can't get to 100. That's fine. Right, so what is that thing? Hey, that's my berries! Fuck 'em up, lads. Oh, it's more than one. Fucking wreck them. Hey, get them. We got one of them. Wait, is it still alive? We took it alive? Is that legal? It's getting into the onion alive! That's vicious. Hey! Ah, you thought you could hide while your mate get destroyed and you'd just get off with it? Fall to the ground immediately. Get 'em, boys! Destroyed. Right, you can come down. I mean, he's... No, it's stunned. It must be stunned. Right, so this thing... It might not even pop out the same flower, that's my worry. So let's separate the lads here. Right. Take purple team 10. How have I got 11 purples? Oh wait, there's a red in here. I think you can blend in, wee man. Right, where are you? Where are you? Spicy. Sorry about the fart. Oh, it's stronger than I thought. Get it, lads. Fucking destroy its life. Destroy its life. Quick, 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 quick. Yes! Now, I see an underground bit there, but there's a bridge to be built. And I was like, oh. What the fuck is going on there? I don't think we want to go near that, the new lads. Something makes me feel like we don't want to go near that, the new. So I carry that, please. More. Go quicker. That's as fast as it's gone. Okay. So we still don't have enough then to knock that bag down. Because we can't get to 100. I'm confused, man. I'm going to have to risk a red to see what happens if one of them goes up against that wall, the evil-looking wall. That's the other bit of the globe there, right? Come here, you mad sacrifice. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. So I might need to go underground first before I can progress through there. The wild Pikmin are probably underground. That would let me get to 100 then. Because there's technically 100 out on the field. I just have 95 with me. Let me just test something. Is it that the purples are slower at carrying? It is. Right. Okay. Okay. Alright lads, let's just go underground then. We've got a full squad at least. That's always good. Because I don't see any other way of progressing down there. There's more of that red stuff down there at the wall. I can see it down there. And Chucky's up there, there's nothing. That looks like that's electrified. I see blues running about. Wait, there's the wild ones. It's blues running about chasing tadpoles. Can you see them? I just saw them for a second. Oh, maybe I can... Ah! Oh. I can maybe come out somewhere else once I've been underground. come out a different bit of the level. Hopefully. Biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Oh fuck. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame resistant Pikmin. Reds. But my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? Let me check one more thing. Let me try throwing a purple at this. Nah, okay. Right, let's risk it all, lads. Oh, that's what the bits up the top are for then. It's to let you know what kind of elemental hazards you'll be encountering. Cool. So I might need to split the purples and the reds for certain bits, because I don't want the purples getting lit the fuck up. This is cool. I'm liking how many wee differences they're bringing for the first one. Adding. Okay, lads. So 2 of them are dead ends, 2 go somewhere. Which ones are dead ends? Let's see. Right, we're facing one of the dead ends. So here's what we'll do. Separate you. Take just the reds. I accidentally grabbed a couple of purples there, I think. See if there's anything going on in the dead end. There's a bastard. There's somebody acting the gun in here. But apart from that, no. So let's go left. It looks like these maybe just loop around, but I don't know. I don't like how narrow this is. Oh! Those fuckers. Right, this is about to go deeper. Oh! So, come boys. Hey! It's a D-pad, baby. I'm really excited to see what shows up in Pikmin 4. Because see that wee bit for the trailer where you saw like a Game Boy Advance SP? That was just... oh, can't wait. Stone of Glory indeed. Right. Oh, that noise freaks me out. It makes me think something bad's coming. Right, we're going deeper. That's definitely everywhere you can go up here. Aye. I'm going to be worried when it tells me it's the final sub-level. Because that definitely means some kind of fight with a fire bastard. I wonder if the fire element is those wee, you know the ones that have got like the little wee on all fours thing. They look a bit like a white balloon and they spew fire. Oh, is that an egg? love dinner. Not in there. So it's kind of the same shape again by the looks of it. Oh no wait, there's 3 dead ends, so there's only one way to go. Right. Oh! We can make more purples. Yes, mate. I'll happily make more purples down here. Ah, you come down here and make more purples. And that means you've got mail enough to flatten that bag. Cool. But it also means you're probably going to get attacked by some shit. Oh, that's it. Sweet. How many purples have we got now? That's a gang, that's a squad. See, now I'm just worried, like, oh, you're nice enough to give me some purples. What the fuck is in that next level? Wait, do we care about these? I never thought actually throwing a Pikmin. No. Alright, lads, be brave. Just remember that as long as you do your best, that's all that matters. But is it the final one? I think I only said it after we landed before. It's not the final one. But, oh fuck, here we go. Oh, so that'll be the way out. I think that'll be the one that shoots us up, maybe. I don't remember if the whole deeper down looks like that. But let me get an idea of what kind of speed they move at if I do the... Right, I think my best bet here might be to separate them. Grab the purples and just throw them myself through here. They went on fire. Emergency, Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Let's try that, please. Oh, that put them out. That put them out. Unless it's the easier one just to run through with them. Just don't know how long these things last. Move. Move! Jesus, you were so fucking close to getting burned. Ah! Oh, you're only grabbing that, lads. Tell you what, you chill there. I'll go get some boys that know how to burn, you know what I'm saying? Careful, Louis. Some bunny boys on that job. What are you destroying? Oh, they can ah, that's great. They can destroy the wee things. Man, that's great. What a nice wee touch. What's that? Is that a shogi piece? Aye. Alright, well while they're doing that, you just get to making it safe for your purple brothers. That's great. I'm so happy about that. That it's not making me do... I nearly said platform. Wait, is it temporary? Feels like something that might be temporary. Yeah, just something in my mind was saying, guy, don't get too excited. Strife monolith, okay. Now let's see, bring them home. So that was the first one I did, and it's still off. Still off? Oh. Is that a PC-98 cartridge? No, surely no. Tell you what, can I just throw you over there to do that one as well? Sweet. Maybe it's no temporary. By temporary, I mean, will it come back on while I'm here, or is it if you leave they come back on? I mean, I would assume that would be what happens, but... Is that a PC-98 car? It is! I think... I've got one of them and I can't mind what they look like, I just remember them being yellow. I've got the original Metroid. Wait, is it PC-98? Is that what I mean? I can't remember these things. Or is it the disc system? Am I thinking of the... Is it the NES disc system? Can't remember. Oh, PC-98, was that those smaller wee black cards? Cosmic Archive, that looks great. Noise one bit. Right, deeper we go again, lads. Maybe there will be something to fight in the next sub-level. Please. Maybe since this is the second one, so the first one was 2 levels and this one will be maybe 4. Oh, I'm nervous. Final? Oh, right, I've already got a kipping bugger. So, let's just separate yous. Grab the purple squad. Rock his world. What did he drop? Ah, Game & Watch! Fuck! Yes! And they're accidentally pushing him towards this. I don't think it counts if he just gets pushed near it, but good job, lads. What you calling it? Dream Architect. They're such nice wee renders, these things. Actually, how much are you worth? I never looked. See how much quid I got for you. I can't even work that out. What was that, 7? Oh no, it displays it, doesn't it? I wasn't even looking. What kind of size of map we got? Right. So the only thing showing is the bit that we dropped down on the left, but we can see there's a bit missing on the right. So that's probably progress, but I still want to check the other wee areas. Oh, there's an egg. That'll give you some... was it nectar I got for the eggs, I think? Next one, lads. Wire in. I hope some of the purples got that. I think they might have. Nothing there. You know what I'm going to do actually? Right, come here. Come here. Separate. I want the purples to be getting as much. So that you know any purples that never got a shot before. Aye, nice. And you boys big and strong for whatever the fuck's coming up around here. What's that wee hole for? Oh, wait. We're making more purples. Oh, Holy shit. And a playing card. Just one. Oh, because I suppose cards are quite light, aren't they? A Nintendo Ace, okay. Sweet. This is making so many more purples than I expected, but I assume this is to make sure that you get more than enough to flatten that paper bag out there. Because you actually only need, what, 20 purples? Like if you had no reds. Might be ending this with a full score of purples down here. Which I'm fine with. Okay. Found picks labelled Famicom Disk System, that's it. I was saying NES Disk System. I never think it was a Famicom. Sorry, the NES. Luck Wafer. Okay. Wait. Oh no, that's not where we came in. I'm forgetting we come down with the probe. That's where we can go deeper. Oh, yeah, that's everything here. Can you believe the wild Pikmin are blue ones up the surface and they're just chasing the wee tadpoles about the pond up there? Just having a very normal time. But it looks as if we can't get to them without yellow Pikmin. Did that say final level there, wasn't it? Paying attention. It did. It did say that. And I can hear somebody sleeping. Oh look, there's like a fossil on the ground there, a big bug. See it? Oh, fuck. Aye, and there's the water spout. You see the size of that thing? I'm going to be leaning here with like 3 suns. Should probably focus on purples first. What is it? Is that a grub? It is. It's like a bulb orb. Oh look, there's a tiny wee bulb orb heat. Hold on. I'm trying to get close enough to see it in the bottom. That's horrific. Wreck it. Oh my god. Maybe its face? I'm thinking the face is probably going to be more damaged than the rest of it. Oh god, I think it's just going to roll over a million of my sons. Quick boys, quick boys, quick boys. Wait for it. Wait for it to stop. And then we... Oh! There. Attack its eyes. That's fine. We lost a few boys. But it is what it is. Oh, I deflated that fucker. We lost like 23 of them. A love tester. How bizarre. This device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. A return to Hockatate cannot come soon enough. Love tester. Oh, we lost a few purples there, lads. That was grim. Oh god. There's only 5 of them left. Oh, we went for so many of them down to 5. Oh, right lads, carry that piece of shit back. The rest of you can take that. Fuck man, that means we still don't have enough to flatten that bag then. Man, that thing was... I should have done one Pikmin as a test. Prototype detector. Clearly says love tester on it. Its contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Ah, of course. Process complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. Ah, sweet! Man, we lost so many purples. Ah, that was painful. That's a good image. Shit, man. That would mean that if I wanted more purples, I would need to go back into the cave. But I take it the boss wouldn't be there. It would just, maybe you can just like a quick run through the cave, make some purples and get out. Obviously I don't know because I've never tried to go back into a cave. He was sleeping when you got there. I'm sure you could sneak past him if you'd... Oh, sorry, aye. So even if he is still there. Aye, I never thought of that. Never thought of that. Oh. It just made a big thump. It feels as if something did a kind of... a wee bit of a screen shaking thump. Is it up here? Is the treasure meter going? Aye, the bottle cap's a treasure, but I can't get to it yet, obviously. I was going to call it a night there. What I just want to check first is... just going to jump back in. Might as well do this and make some more boys. I want to jump back in and just see if you can, like, run through again and get me a purples and come out. And like Teen8 was saying, just walk past him, he's sleeping. I'm so glad that time doesn't pass when you're under there. That's a real treat. Cool, let's go and check. These games always got me doing the time management skills. Oh, absolutely, but see, just knowing that I don't have the 30-day limit thing now, it's making me feel pretty good. Oh, I'm worried. I see a flag up at it. Maybe you would need to come back the next day. Oh no, you can still go in. Alright, let's check it. So hopefully I can just kind of like run through here, make some purples, and get out. Oh, you're in the middle of us? Bad move. You know we kill people? I'll let them carry them back for some quids. It all adds up, you know? Pennies. Right. Let's jet. Make some purple boys. I think was it 2 and 4 that let me make purples? Is the map the same? No, so is that because there can be wee differences? Perhaps. What I mean by is the map the same, I meant like, is it still filled in? That's more like it. That's good though, at least I know I can do this. Makes sense to do that with the flowers, because otherwise you'd be kind of fucked. You wouldn't be able to progress in any way. I think there was a big sleeping boy here. Ah, the fire, how could I forget? Good thing is we don't need to put all of them out, just a couple, so we can get past. Good work, lads. You know what, put that one out, just so it's easy to move around. Oh wait, we need to go that way, what am I talking about? Wait, what was doing? Oh, there was nothing to... Why did I think there was something in that direction? Oh, that's these ones. Such good boys. And this one should be... Oh wait, was it the 5th one was the final? Might have been the 5th. I think it was this one where we made the... Where we made more with the playing card. He's sleeping again. Those are reds, no purples. Fuck you, man. That was meant to be all purples I was chucking on him. I think I threw one purple. It's fine. No, not purple. Let's no throw a purple at that, mate. Lads, don't walk into that, please. It's because I'm rushing a bit. No. Just let the purples keep walking to the front. There we go. Let's make some boys. And they love their wee Luigi's Mansion theme, didn't they? Nope. Trying to birth some boys. This gang. sure we get every update. 87. Like Ross, who lent me this game? It's Kismet. I don't know what that means. I've just heard people say that. I think it means like it's fate. I just repeat things that I've heard and what I think they maybe mean. There was 2 eggs though, wasn't there? But maybe no. Aha! Yes, big strong boys. Let's go and sneak past our fucking grub. That was horrible, the bulbor head on the end of that big... Ugh. I wish I'd thrown one Pikmin initially because I never thought that he would literally just exist in a line in there and roll between the walls. I thought he was maybe going to crawl about. Is he back? Aye, I can hear him snoring. So do you think I can just like do this? Yep. Catch you biggin. I'm sure you're worth a wee bit of money, but I'd rather have my beautiful purple suns. We'll go flatten that bag and then we'll call it a night there. I just want to know that that way's open for us next time. And we should have enough time in the day left to do it. Oh aye, plenty. Plenty of time. Right. Let's... away yous go. Fuck them up. Look at that. Instant death. Destroyed. Come on, mad squad. Oh shit, I didn't have enough purples. Wait, there's still 2 more here. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean that. I'm trying to find you. Why did it unselect the purples? What then? There's still a purple, I see you, there you are. Get that down. Oh, I love that wee noise as well. Sweet, we opened it. It's nearly bedtime. Let's just go to bed. Oh no, wait, you can just go... what is that again? Go to Sunset. Wait, hold on, let me check if I got everybody in the squad. Aye, 87 out of 87. Let's go to Sunset. Nice. And we can see them all going to bed. Is there going to be enough room for all those purple ones? They're quite hench. And how was that thing no damage on the ship? When it's stabbing them. Mate. Oh, big box. Yay. No need to press the Z button. Don't need to see that. Hey! My dearest dear, how are you? Your boss gave me this space email account and told me all about your business trip. Just remember, you have a family to think about. This wife, man, I'm telling you. Ask yourself why he's always on faraway trips, getting peace and quiet. Right, there they are, the male sheargrub. Sheer grub male. Hemigea mandibulosa. Mandibular family. This specimen is a male sheer grub. Having lost both legs and wings, the male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This beast's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. Wife comedian Guy Woodward, thank you. Thank you. There's some carrots, you fuckers. Choke on them. Ravenous whisker pillar. Aye, this wee thing. Lepidoptera plucius. Whisker pillar family. That is a strange noise to hear in the beat. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, fully mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature whisker pillars will be encountered anytime soon. Based on active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the whisker pillar's place in the food chain has not changed over time. Creeping chrysanthemum, of course that's the name. Taraxacum rovinia, chrysanthemum family. Like Pikmin, the creeping chrysanthemum is a member of a group of creatures with ambulatory root structures. This creature is known as the mimic, but because it is actually a form of plant, this label is not entirely accurate. For unknown reasons, the creeping chrysanthemum's mimicry does not fool Pikmin, perhaps because they share a similar heritage. It relies on preying upon the creatures to provide sustenance, so it has no need of leaves for photosynthesis. Oh, that's how to spot it. No leaves. Generally speaking, the role of plants within an ecosystem is as a producer species, and thus plants are generally found at the bottom of the food pyramid. However, on this strange planet, the line between producer plants and consumer plants is blurred. Interesting. Common glowcap. Fungi luminarium, glowcap family. The light emitted from this rare mushroom is neither a reflection nor a release of stored light. It grows not only on decomposing trees but also in soil and rocks. This mushroom's fungal filaments are capable of stabilising and concentrating pure Hocotatium 111. It is none other than the Hocotatium 111 approaching the point of critical mass that causes the glowcap's blue luminescence. That sounds dangerous. Clover. Quatrius infectum. Clover family. This is a naturalised species. These plants are extremely persistent, and with the assistance of a symbiotic fungus that grows in its roots, the species is able to survive even in drought conditions. Typically its leaves come in groupings of 3, but intense impact on the leafing system early in the development cycle can result in an extremely rare 4-leaf cluster. I didn't know that. Well, that might not be true actually. I'm just reading it in a game and assuming it's truth. Here we go. Empress bulblax. God damn you. There. Have a carrot. Heal up like you need it. Oculus matriarcha. Grub dog family. Initial observations place doubt on the capability of the grub dog family to support a strong ant or bee-like social structure, but recent studies show the family is capable of such complexity. The egg sac of the largest female grub dog within a given range swells to dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as the sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of pack matriarch. Also, in pack formation, it has been observed that nearly all males not involved in species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. Ah, there you go, big fucker. What items have we got to go up it? The luck wafer. What a strange pattern. When I look at it, I can feel good fortune smiling down on me. If I could just buy a lottery ticket right now, I'm sure I'd win. Oh, and I never realised as well that makes sense because Nintendo was initially a trading card company, wasn't it? Strife monolith. Computers view the world in ones and zeros, but my people are different. Our world isn't simply black or white, right or wrong. Everybody is different. Maybe one day the ship will understand that, and maybe one day it won't give me sass when I ask it to collect a slimy specimen. At night I have nothing to do, I have nothing to keep me occupied. I've been searching for something to dull the boredom, but every time I find something I want to play with, it's broken. This object is a great example. It looks fascinating, but I can't get it to function. I guess all I have to do is write in this journal. I just noticed something. Why are some of them glowing green and the others glow blue? Like, I've already looked at Utter Scrap, I've already done that, and I've read it. So why is it still blue? What does that mean? Cosmic Archive. The cave we searched today was lined with flame-spewing sprouts. The temperature in the cave was absolutely stifling. Oh, that reminds me, I completely forgot to tell Louis about Red Pikmin. He's so quiet I sometimes forget he's even there. This item I salvaged from the cave seems to be some kind of storage device, but I have no way to play back the contents. Stone of Glory. This is a peculiar object. Just looking at it fills me with a powerful sense of nostalgia. Now that I think about it, the Pikmin had a curious look on their faces when they carried it, or maybe that was just my imagination. They know. The Pikmin know. Oh, and of course, the prototype detector. Today we searched a subterranean lair swarming with carnivorous bugs. The name Hole of Beasts immediately came to mind. The convenient contraption I found there has become an invaluable treasure-seeking tool. When it approaches a piece of treasure, the gadget beeps and the needle moves to the right. When all the treasure in an area has been collected, the device powers down. When we left Hockaday, I thought we'd never be able to pay off the company's debts, but thanks to this gadget, I'm feeling optimistic about the outcome of this daring mission. So you should, mate. But I'm curious about them being blue. It's not even as if it's ones that I found on this run, because that's still blue, and so is the 7-Up cap. Weird. I think we'll call it a night there, How do I... Aye, there, return to the title screen. Beautiful. Man, this is great. I can't believe I never I can't believe I'd never get round to Pikmin 2. This is like it's not what I was expecting. Changes wise, I was expecting fewer differences. But I quite like this underground stuff. Love the purple Pikmin, of course. And just even the variety of new enemies you're seeing already. That the thing disguised as a chrysanthemum, that scared the shit out of me. And the fact that it has no leaves, and that's something that I can keep an eye out for, that's great. Just makes me really cautious now. But aye, that was sweet. Oh, sorry, it's playing a... Hold on. It's playing a video that's... Feels like it's showing me things I shouldn't be seeing yet. I just went back to the Wii menu. Oh, aye, that was great. Because I'd always heard... no, I wouldn't say negative things about Pikmin 2. But like... Nothing special. I don't know. I always get the feeling for the kind of general pattern in it that it was just kind of like, it's alright. I'm really enjoying the wee changes so far. That's pretty good to me. Oh, 9:30, just like that. Right, so... I'm just trying to think of some stuff here. So, the Mora will be Alan Wake. So, the Mora, I think, will be finishing Alan Wake. Well, finishing the main. And then there's still the DLCs. What I'll maybe look at is how long the DLCs are to figure out whether I can do them both in one stream, or they're going to need 2 other streams. So it'll be Alan Wake the Mora, and then probably Pikmin after that. And as soon as Alan Wake's out the way, it's going to be going hard. I don't know why I slapped my arm there. It's going to be going hard on the Pikmin train. So strap in, etc. I hope I don't end up hating it. Hope I don't end up hating it. But aye, this is nice. Nice so far. Well, thank you for joining me. That was lovely. Use take care of yourselves, brush and floss your teeth, wash your arse, and try and be the best person you can be in your day-to-day life. And I'll see yous tomorrow, maybe. Or if no, some other time. Good night.